Hey crawlers, what's up? Welcome back to the Film Crawl. It's Nicole here. Thanks for joining us this week. If you're watching on YouTube, hello for my brand new MacBook, not sponsored. Or if you're listening on Spotify or wherever else that you listen, thanks for joining in. Make sure to download, make sure to like and subscribe, all that fun noise I'll remind you about later, and Sam's really good at reminding you too, so I'm sure he'll put that somewhere in this video. So my task this week was to do a spoiler-free review on The Devil All the Time, which launched on Netflix a few days ago. It's directed by Antonio Campos, and it stars our boy Robert Pattinson, Tom Holland, Sebastian Stan, and Bill Skarsgård, who all do a terrific job. But other than that, that's really all I could say about this movie. I really did not enjoy it, so just buckle down and get ready for that. Just gonna put that disclaimer out there. Let's see if you can guess my shot score by 5 minutes into this video, let's be honest, because wow. Which is kind of disappointing because the trailer had a lot of promise, the acting, the cast is great. I really thought there was something here, but there really isn't. Fun fact, I learned that Sebastian Stan's character was supposed to be played by Chris Evans, but he dropped out due to timing issues or whatever. But Sebastian Stan does a great job. He plays a hillbilly kind of eerily well. If you guys ever saw I, Tonya, his character in that, it's basically the same guy in this movie, just a little bit more effed up. So, alright, I think I said everything that I needed to say, and let's just get ready for The Devil All the Time. Here we go. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the best way to summarize this movie while giving you the details of the film, but also not spoiling it, because really there is no point to this. I might have to do a little bit more research. I just watched the movie a couple of nights ago and I didn't enjoy it, so I haven't dug into like the meaning, and I don't know much about the book. It is based on a 2011 novel by Donald Ray Pollock. He's from Ohio, and he's the narrator that we hear in the film, which is pretty cool. The plot is basically we follow this cast of characters in a small town in the 50s. The town's called Knockemstiff, and I think they say the population is like 400, so you can automatically just get the setting of like, shit's about to go down here and it's not going to be good. And that's kind of the point that I got from this movie. Like, religion sucks, small towns suck, small towns in the 50s really sucked, and you mix religion in with that, and that was just culty, and it depends on the person, I get it, but yeah, this movie just is evil, which from the title I guess we could get that, but we really kind of focus on Tom Holland's character Arvin. He's our main character, and he's who the movie wants us to follow throughout and root for, which kind of gets tricky in the end. But we see these characters and they're weaving in and out, and they're all connected. I guess that's another big point of this movie, is that somehow choices and their paths cross, and how it leads to them to where they are and like their situation. It's all interconnected. The point behind that is a little hollow, and other than it's a small town with a population of 400, and it's, I don't know, that's the summary, really. So Arvin, this kid, he is growing up in this small town. He's haunted by the past of his dad and his parents. I don't have a lot of likes for this movie, unfortunately. I don't want to be a hater, but a lot of dislikes, really. So let's get into that right now, shall we? Okay, so the one like that I have for this movie is the acting. I think you're going to hear that a lot in reviews that you're seeing about this movie, or even from the trailer you can kind of gain what you're getting from this movie. But everyone does a great job with the characters that they're given, and there is no character development, so they're really kind of just acting out these character decisions and these dilemmas that they're faced with, which is really awful. But they kind of, the way the actors play it, they give you humanity behind it, which is really hard to do with a plot like this and with characters like this. So kudos to everybody. It's kind of sad because Robert Pattinson, it's his year and he's a hottie, so I was really like excited to see his character, and I thought he was just gonna be one of those characters that, like, you know, he's a crazy preacher and he's gonna sacrifice a lamb and like, ooh, but he hot though. But he's a lot worse than that, and he does a great job. So our Pats, can't wait to see you as Batman. you get my thumbs up. But damn, what a turn with his character. Tom Holland, I think we've mentioned this in our Spider-Man reviews. He's a great Peter Parker, but it's kind of hard to get away from that character, so I was really nervous for movies going forward past Spider-Man or whatever he does next. It's kind of, I was worried that it's hard to like break away from that, or he would kind of rely on that, but he does a great job of proving that he's more than Peter Parker. So great job to Tom Holland here. His character is really the only one that's still pretty awful, but not as bad as everybody, and he really knew how to play into that. So that's a great job, Tom. Kudos. I did also like the pacing. It is a really long movie, and again, for a movie with no point, it doesn't have to be that long, and it kind of hurts it, but it is paced pretty well because you're following a lot of characters and you're weaving in and out of like timelines and with wherever they are in the timeline that we're watching. So those were connected pretty well, and that's me being nice. I did not like this movie, so I'm gonna get into my dislikes. I'll try not to go like way too much. The diversity, I think that's a big thing. Like, for a movie with no point and with a lot of disgusting things going on, like, I get the author's white, like, you're writing from experience of like not what happened, and I don't know, I really don't know a lot about the book, but like, you're not gonna write about things that you don't know, but it's just like, why do we need this movie? Like, it's not something that needs to be seen. Maybe I have leftover trauma from high school of Grapes of Wrath, because I did get heavy vibes from that, and I hate that book. I hate that book, guys. But I guess that's another podcast. I don't know. I'm just, wow. But yeah, so I was really looking for that. The females in this movie, great actresses, but there's no character development at all for really anybody, but the women are just typical, like, abused women, and just like the typical, I don't know what the word is for it, but they deserve better. Just women deserve better, guys. So that's another thing that's like, why did we need this movie if that's what this is gonna be? And I've seen a lot of reviews that are like, ooh, the violence is kind of surprising, or it takes twists and turns, and I guess it's your own opinion, but to me, a lot of the things that happened that the characters chose to do in this movie, I saw coming, and maybe that's because I read like a lot of effed up books, so I kind of just know that plotline. But yeah, there's nothing like shocking, and even with the violence, there's a lot of violence in this movie. There's sex, and there's allusions to a lot of awful things. Like I said, there's allusions to rape, there's allusions to abortion, there's allusions to abuse, just a lot of things. There's murder. It's, yeah. But if you're gonna touch on these topics, you need to not feel hollow, and that's exactly what it felt like. And they even kind of shy away from showing that, and I'm interested to talk to Sam about this, because they do show the violence, and you should be ready for that when you're going into this movie, but they also seem like they're scared to show it, and it's like, you're either have a point to it or just show us, you know? And I'm kind of glad they didn't, because some of the things in this movie, it's obviously I don't want to see, but I don't know. If you see the movie, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you're understanding what I'm saying. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to go off in this movie. I don't want to go too hard, so I'm trying not to like get too heated. I'm trying to cool down. But I mentioned Robert Pattinson's character, and I think everybody just felt so typical 1950s murderous small town. Like, it could have been a lot more, and it just wasn't. So I'm gonna stop there for everything and think about it a little bit more, mostly about Robert Pattinson, because I'm just horny for Pattinson right now, but who can blame me, all right? Yeah, so let's get into the shots. If you're new here, Sam's gonna put the shot score on the screen here, but I'll also give you a little rundown for those listening. We rate our movies based on shots, 0 shots being the best movie, you have to be sober for it, and 5 shots being blacked out drunk, you do not like this movie at all. So, with that being said, I'm kind of teetering because I don't exactly want to give it a full 5, but I really did not enjoy this. But nope, I'm giving it a 5. Sorry, I have to. I was gonna say there's a glimmer of hope because of acting, but that's just an overused excuse, and you could be a really great actor and the movie can still kind of suck, which is proven here. So, yep, full 5 for me. It's also, it's 2 hours and 18 minutes. I kind of was just like watching the movie like, wow. I ended the movie and literally was like, yeah, okay, cool. Didn't need to watch that, but sweet. Yeah, so that's my shot score. It's gonna be at my first 5 in a while. The last few movies I've done, I've kissed a lot of ass, so cool. It's a nice, refreshing drink to have. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, if you guys disagree with me, comment below, like and subscribe. Sam put that somewhere here. Thank you. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying educated and watching good movies, listening to good podcasts, and yeah. Connect with us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, here on YouTube as well, and just let us know what you guys think. Leave a review, leave us a DM, leave a comment. Like, we really want to hear what you guys are thinking about the podcast and what we've been doing during quarantine and beyond, or past, in the whatever, I don't know. Yeah, I think I got it all, I hope. So comment if I've missed anything, but it was great talking to you guys. I'll talk to Sam soon, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!